Turkish Airlines boasts itself as the best airline in Europe, and its business class product is often regarded as a global benchmark in excellence. But is the business class experience on board Turkish the same for regular travelers like us as it is for sponsored YouTubers? That's exactly what I test in this video. Undercover, I take a close look at the hard and soft product in the air, scrutinize the lounge and the ground handling, and assess the true quality of what's claimed to be the best business class out there. Today's flight departs from Antalya International, the second busiest airport in the Republic of Turkey. The city of Antalya is the capital of the province that goes by the same name, and with a metropolitan population of over 2.5 million, is the largest city on the Turkish Mediterranean coast. The taxi ride from the city center to the airport just takes about 20 minutes. Our driver, a chill university student who drives a taxi on the side, provides excellent entertainment and engaging conversations. Antalya Airport, from which we're flying today, is operated by the German company Fraport. It has 2 international and 1 domestic terminal and is also used for military purposes. As Turkish Airlines business class passengers, we can check in directly at the lounge and go through a dedicated security checkpoint, which we breeze through in seconds. After security, we step right into the Turkish Airlines Business Class lounge. Unfortunately, it's a bit disappointing. Plastic dishware, cardboard plates, and a selection consisting of cold pasta and rock-hard cold chicken nuggets don't quite give me that business class vibe. Perhaps I'm just too spoiled by my priority pass. I have to admit though that the lounge is nicely designed with clean restrooms and a tentative staff. We spend our time working and procrastinating before heading to our gate. Our flight, operated on a Boeing 777, seems to be starting from a bus gate. The chaos and lack of organization at the gate reminds me of Antalya's bazaar. And when the gate suddenly changes, all hell breaks loose. I'm not sure if people realize that a plane takes off at the same time for everyone, but each and every single soul at the airport seems to be eager to be the first at our gate. People push, shove and squeeze as hard as they can. Actually, there is a dedicated area for business class passengers, but with this mass of people, which resembles nothing close to a line, there's no getting through. Announcements are, for some reason, only in Turkish from now on, and no one really knows what's going on. We're crammed into a crowd for about 25 minutes, unable to move, much like at a festival. I've long fallen in love with Turkey. I love the food, the culture, the nature, and most of all the people. Yet when it comes to driving or queuing up, it feels like people momentarily lose their minds. I'm not some self-entitled jerk who thinks he's better than everyone else, but if you're paying 5 to 10 times more, I believe there should be a difference in boarding procedure. Somehow still we managed to push through and are delighted to find that there's a business class bus. However, since there's no check on who's eligible to board, many passengers opt for the bus with the fancy seats. I'm so used to flying in economy that after setting foot on a plane, I immediately turned right into the economy class section as soon as I board. The business class cabin, though not the newest, initially looks quite impressive. The crew is very welcoming, greeting us by name and serving welcome drinks and menus. This is where the true business class experience starts. before I even have a chance to give you a closer look at the seat, the crew is already taking our drink orders. And shortly after, we are leaving our parking spot and heading towards the runway. With the seatbelt signs turned off, we have some time to take a closer look at the seat. Let's start with the downsides. The seat showing clear signs of wear and tear and isn't the newest. The wall feels sticky, probably from countless spilled drinks over the years. Also, the TV screen is quite far and immovable, making it a bit uncomfortable for viewing. If you're seeking some privacy from strangers or even a break from your spouse, this seat might not be ideal. However, there are also some clear perks. Firstly, there's ample storage space. The legroom is unparalleled, and even at my height of 1.85 m, I can comfortably stretch out. With just a push of a button, the seat transforms into a bed. It almost feels like being at a dentist. Good night. Shy, broken. Another notable positive, which isn't related to the hard product however, is the crew. Every crew member I've interacted with on this flight has been exceptionally accommodating, warm and attentive. Bachari even receives cheesy compliments from a stewardess for her positive energy and bright smile, which leaves her a bit confused. It feels somewhat unusual to be treated this way, to be honest. Nonetheless, soon enough the food is served, and it's yet another major highlight of this flight. The onboard catering is a complete contrast to what was available in the Turkish Airlines Business Class lounge. While Turkish Airlines typically offer decent food in economy, what was presented to us here simply outdid everything else. The food was absolutely fantastic, and just thinking about it makes my mouth water. Being the disciplined eater I am, I make sure to finish everything on my plate and then head to the restroom to wash my hands. The lavatory is relatively clean, and apart from the soap there are some other things, I'm not quite sure what they are.
Card in your seat pocket carefully. Thank you.
Back at my seat, we've already begun our descent, which offers a stunning view of Istanbul. Even though today's flight was just 1 hour and 25 minutes long, it was sufficient to get a first-hand impression of Turkish Airlines Business Class. Though our arrival in Istanbul left much to be desired, this flight was truly an exceptional experience. But before diving into that, I'd like to let you savor the landing. Upon landing in Istanbul, we're picked up by a bus and escorted to baggage claim. It was a long wait for our luggage. I noticed that toward the end only business class passengers were left waiting for their bags. Ironically, the bags with the priority stickers came in last, which seems kind of stupid. Our arrival in Istanbul wasn't great overall. We got scammed at this store, and upon arriving at our hotel, the taxi driver tried to charge a special fee much higher than what the meter showed. But, well, there are certain challenges one must get accustomed when traveling. Scams and counterfeits being among them. Speaking of counterfeits, did you know that there are even counterfeit airlines? Click here to watch my video about a unique case involving Malta Air.